Welcome to this edition of FL CMAA TV. I'm your host, Dominic Giratano. All membership-based organizations, at their core, are no stronger, broader, or more valuable than its members allow it to be. No matter the profession, the same ideal holds true. You get out what you put in. And the Florida chapter of the CMAA is no different. We would be nothing if not for the engaged members who belong. And engagement is, what will be, I'm sure, one of the many catchphrases for the summer of 2015. Engagement through networking, engagement through camaraderie, and engagement through education. It all begins on Captiva. For the hundreds of members who attended the first of 3 summer educational conferences powered by the chapter, it was clear from the very beginning that for progress to continue, change would be required. Enter new National CMAA CEO, Jeff Morgan.
I think the world has changed, and while I am a change agent, I think all of us are change agents. And in fact, everything around us is changing on a continual basis. And there's this term that's used that's called VUCA. And it stands for volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. And what that is really defining what our world is today, in that nothing is going to be constant, and we have to be ready for change. But as an association and as club managers, we need to be thinking about this and be adaptable.
And being adaptable, another slogan as it seems, starts at the top. Morgan said his approach focuses on a couple key areas. First, taking a look at every single aspect of the organization for what works and what doesn't. If it works, keep it. If it doesn't, simply move on. Second, being open to new ideas to fill the spaces occupied by outdated or invaluable programs or practices, while having clear course direction.
You never know where the next great idea is going to come from, and just talking to members in conversations, it triggers things that help me run the association better. I'm a facilitator that needs to listen to the members, help them move forward, help have those conversations, and just be a regular guy that enjoys the space and takes us to new heights.
Thanks to some help from Copland and Keebler, what followed was a lineup of industry rock stars from around the country, ready, willing, and able to give insights into exactly how they got to where they are today. Best practices for membership value, ways to connect and empower employees, dealing with millennials and the next generation both internally and externally. Among others, to share their experience and help those in attendance advance and improve were Jeffrey McFadden, the Union League, Philadelphia, and Jim James from Augusta National.
I think for a young club manager or for the club manager of the future, in dealing with millennials, you have to build a great experience, because these millennials are just not going to buy the same old great club, the same old great quality of golf. They expect quality, they expect that to be the norm. They want different experiences to drive value for their dues dollars.
It doesn't need to be complicated, you don't need a big budget, but you must commit yourself and commit your staff to paying attention to what I call the 3 Ps. And that's the place, the process, and the people.
There's an old saying that you can't be all things to all people, but in South Florida and in Florida you have to be. You gotta make sure that the quality of the product is there and that you add value by delivering authentic experiences.
I honestly believe that as much wisdom as I might be able to impart to the group, I will equally walk away with a number of good ideas to make Augusta National a better place for our members, our patrons, and our staff. So again, it's a two-way street. I get as much out of it as hopefully they did.
When asking the question of those in attendance whether or not this was a valuable couple of days, the answer was, as you may expect, a resounding yes.
I've only been engaged in the CMAA for 3 years. I come from the PGA side of things as a certified professional for 25 years in the golf business. So the CMAA world is a totally different educational experience, and it's far more enriching and far more in depth than I've experienced before, and I enjoy coming to these things. I always learn something.
I think it's awesome. I look forward to these conferences. It sits us down and let us rethink about the whole season that we just went through, what we can do for next season, during the summer currently.
This particular conference has been outstanding in regards to the quality of the leadership direction, which I think is so important for the mid-managers to the general managers. It's really a special moment, you know, and the bonding we get together with it.
Getting with the individuals, the other club managers, and being part of them, exchanging ideas is always the best thing of all.
When I woke up yesterday, I came into this conference thinking I did a pretty good job at my club, and then listening to these visionary leaders and just listening to how they do things at their club and think outside of the box, it really made me challenge myself and give me ideas to go back to my club to really use to make us better.
I mean, there is something that a manager new to the industry can learn from this. There's something that a seasoned professional who has been doing this for 30 years at the same club. So it was not specifically focused to one area of manager. There was something for everybody to learn. And we want you to come back every year and not say, I saw that last year. No, you didn't, because it's all new this year.
What it all comes down to in the end is being able to measure the value versus the time, effort, and energy spent by those in attendance to be at this event. Judging by the comments of those we interviewed, again, a huge success and a summer conference series beginning that set the tone for what's to come. Remember now, 2 more statewide educational opportunities are available this summer. Orlando at the Omni and in September at the Jupiter Wyndham Grand. Don't miss out. Register today. For all of us here at FL-CMAA TV, our vendors, partners, and friends, the South Seas Island Resort, and of course, the Florida chapter of the Club Managers Association of America, thank you for watching. See you next time.